Well, hello, everybody. It is Chris Johnstone. I hope you're having a fantastic day and happy Tuesday. And today is a rebroadcast of yesterday's event. So it looks like when we did the event yesterday, 50% of the people ended up on one presentation, which did not start, and the other 50% ended up on another presentation, which did start. So we're hosting today's event again, just to make sure that everybody gets the information and that you know what's going on with the future of mortgage marketing. I think you're absolutely going to love today's presentation. The feedback that we got yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing this with you. So what I'd like to do here is just double check and make sure that you can hear my voice. So let's give this here. Make sure that you can hear me. And it looks like our PowerPoint just crashed. So just give me 1 second here. There we go. All right. So now you should be able to see my screen, and on there it's going to say the future of mortgage marketing, and you should be able to hear my voice and see my screen. And just so that we've got a little bit of a hello, we won't keep this on the entire time, but there we are. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're about to get started here, but if I could just get you to type yes into the chat box, let me know. You can see my weird looking hair there. I apologize, I probably should have combed my hair before we went live. And we're hanging out here in the office. So while we're waiting for your feedback here, we've got a little bit of whiteboard space if we need it for the Q&A portion at the end. And we're here at the funky boardroom. Anyways, so we've got 2 chat panels open here, and we'll open up our other one here. Okay, Trevor, Marie, Linda, awesome. Okay, perfect. So we are loud and clear, and yes, we are good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna shut the camera off, and then we'll turn that back on during the Q&A portion, where we talk about just answering any questions that you have. The Q&A session is obviously my favorite part. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into today's content. So here we go. This is the future of mortgage marketing. And specifically what we're going to be going through today is showing you what's working right now. So I've got, specifically speaking, 3 campaign types that I'm going to be walking you through. One is on Google, 2 of them are on Facebook, and just showing you what we're closing loans from right now with our existing customers. Then I'm going to show you how to generate the highest quality leads and talk about the funnel process of how we're taking people through online lead gen, because it's completely different from a referral, but it's how you scale your business. Like if you have an aggressive growth target for your personal income and for your business growth, it's exceptionally hard to do that depending on referrals from your past customers, because it's not scalable. If you want to grow your business, you've either got to go out and get referral partners, as realtors or financial planners or whoever it is, and I'm going to show you how to do that on today's webinar, or you have to advertise and put leads through a funnel and turn them into business. If you want to scale and you want aggressive growth, you have to go out and get it. You can't passively wait for it to come to you. So today is all about what's working right now in digital marketing to create that aggressive growth in your business. Hold on here. Hey, Kenny says, dude, what happened to you? What happened to the clean cut young man I met at the mortgage marketing and was in Florida a couple of years ago? So I apologize, Kenny. Well, I've let my hair go out a little bit. I've been lucky enough to be spending some time in California. So my wife likes the hair a little bit longer, and it's kind of cool while I'm out in the ocean surfing that I get the whole California surf experience. Plus, my son thinks it's super cool. So basically, I do it so I can be cool to my to my son. Which yeah, don't worry, there is still a clean cut nerd uh, all this stuff. And great to see you on the webinar, brother. I think you're absolutely going to love today's content, and I'm looking forward to your feedback. So basically, and then we're also going to go through the strategy behind generating the most profitable leads. So as we're going through this stuff, if you have any questions, just type them in real time to the chat panel. I'm going to minimize it now just so that I don't get distracted while we're doing the content. But any questions that you have, put them into the chat and I'll make sure that you get taken care of, because I've got everything for you. So I've actually got a live demo that we're going to do, and I'm going to show you how to optimize a website for 2018 to rank it locally in the marketplace, and just discuss a little bit about what our team does in the operations department. And then I'm actually going to take you through 2 successful Facebook advertising campaigns. And if we have time, I'm going to take you through a chat funnel that we're using, and you get everything. You get the targeting, you get the advertisements, you get the follow-up messages. Like, I'm giving you everything on the webinar here today to really kind of kickstart this stuff for you so that you can go out and get results after today's presentation. Now, the reason why I'm hosting this event is because like, I don't really have a pitch or anything for you. Like, we do have products that we offer, and we can talk about that at the end if you'd like to, but I've been doing some really, really high level work in the mortgage industry lately, and attending some higher level conferences like Traffic and Conversion and Social Media Summit and a bunch of these other things. And there are some really large ideas happening out there. And I see a lot of people getting distracted on either the theory or, some people behind the curve and not actually implementing anything up at this point. So what I wanted to do is kind of get rid of all that distraction and just say, okay, look, here are the 3 things that you need to do. Just do these 3 things, implement them, get results. If things change, don't worry, I got you. I'll let you know, because we're constantly testing new things. We've been at this for 11 years and we're still on the forefront of it. So anyways, I went to Traffic and Conversion Summit, which is one of the largest digital marketing conferences in the world, I think, at this point, and some really incredibly smart people speaking at the event. And it was mind-boggling that every single keynote speaker that I was able to watch at the event said that Google Organic is still the #1 investment that they're making in their digital strategy. So everybody's running Facebook, people are testing out Instagram, live chat's huge, artificial intelligence, which we'll talk about here in a second, is going to be massive, but Google Organic is still the #1 investment that these people are focusing on. And the reason behind that is purchase intent, right? It basically works like this. When you have an interested prospect, somebody who needs a mortgage, that person is going through a process to actually end up creating a commission for you. And every prospect goes through the same process, right? They have to go through these logical steps to get to the purchase. And when they start shopping, they're at the very beginning of the buying cycle, and everybody's path takes a different amount of time, right? So they have to start shopping, then they have to find the house, and this is like the type of house, not the actual house that they're going to get, right? It's the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Okay, we want a bungalow, and we want it in this neighborhood. We want it around these schools. We want to be close to this job that I have. They're really just starting to build the picture of what real estate looks like for them. Then once they figure out, okay, we want a 3-bedroom and a 2-bathroom, and we want it to be close to this school, and it's got to be within half an hour of where I work, and they kind of culminate on all of that information, which could take anywhere from a week to a year for some people, right? Then they start to narrow in on price, and they go, okay, how much is that going to cost us? And then can we afford it? And that is where they go from the price to the application. Now, once that person gets to that point in the process, they come to us, right? But there's all these other steps that they've got to go through in the real estate transaction before they end up talking to us. And then that person can potentially become a referral for you if they come to you to get pre-qualified, and you can refer them out to a realtor if they haven't been using a realtor to go through the first start of this process. Now, here's the really funky thing. At the end here, you'll notice I've got price, application, and referral outlined in blue. And that's because that is the part of the purchase path where these people start searching for us, right? And this is when they sit down either with their smartphone or with their computer. They sit down and they go to Google and they type in mortgage lender or mortgage broker, and they start searching for us. They are at the very end of the purchase path. They're the closest to the transaction. They're the highest quality lead. And technically speaking, once they start looking at that price, a lot of the bad leads are going to qualify themselves out of the process, right? So typically speaking, when we get leads that are coming through and finding you on Google, they're very high quality. And that's why all of these large companies are focusing on SEO and on those high level key phrases, because they are what's actually driving the purchase transaction. So the guy who owns snacknation.com, which is like a subscription service for office snacks, and then they also have like a retail division, but the majority of their focus is on selling subscriptions for office snacks to office buildings and companies, right? And in his presentation, one of the major takeaways that he drove home to the audience was that organic traffic equals return on investment. They put a tremendous amount of time and thought into creating these beautiful long form articles about healthy office snacks that you will love. Then they created backlinks from people in the food industry back to those specific articles and drove their SEO strategy on the main search phrase office snacks, because people that type office snacks into Google are looking to buy office snacks. It's the exact same thing in the mortgage industry, right? So check out our client here in Kingwood. So this is Mike. Mike did 5 closed transactions in December. He's not in a massive marketplace. He's in Kingwood, Texas, right? And what Mike is experiencing on the program, and if you go to our Facebook page, you can hear a phone call that I did with him. And over 30% of the phone calls that he's getting from the front page of Google are funding. They're actually turning into funded loans. And that's the highest quality lead at the end of the purchase transaction. So I know that, you hear the word SEO and it's just been beaten to smithereens by all of these people calling you on the phone saying they can get you on the front page of Google. And like SEO's got to be close to 15 years, maybe 20 years old at this point. That might be a bit of a stretch, but it's been around for a long time. So we all get galvanized to it, and we think, oh yeah, I've heard that. That's got to be passé by now. It is still the highest quality lead generation source that you can tap into, that requires the least amount of effort to actually fund those loans, and the highest quality customers. And there are still incredible opportunities out there in the marketplace for you to go out, generate positive ratings, reviews, and testimonials, and show up on the front page of Google locally and close those deals. This is another one of our clients, Mel. Mel's been averaging a call a day off of his organic ranking that we've built for him for years now. And he's in a marketplace like London, Ontario is not a massive place. It's this, one of the smaller Canadian cities. And he is funding 2 to 4 deals a month, just like clockwork, right? It's not this massive business growth tool, but I can tell you it's ridiculously profitable, and he makes that profit every single month. So don't put organic search to the side and get distracted by all this new fancy stuff. Go back to the basics, focus on fundamental SEO, rank locally, get more reviews than your competitors. It will return a positive ROI for you. Now, I'm going to teach you what you need today in order to rank on the front page. And I'm going to show you what's working in 2018. And I'm actually going to take you through a live example. But I did want to give you a heads up. We're not going to spend a ton of time on it. But April 1st, the pricing for our ranking and reputation management program is going up from $1,500 a month to $1,800 a month. So if you've been on the fence or you've been thinking about that SEO program, or you've seen some of the other presentations that we've done on it, originally when we launched, the price was what, $1,000 a month. Now it's $1,500 a month. Now it's $1,800 a month. Those increases are to cover the additions that we've put on the program so that we can outrank competitors in a local marketplace. I mean, Kingswood, Texas, we've got Memphis, we've got some larger marketplaces in California that we've ranked on. We've done Silicon Valley, we've done New York, we've done some of these massive markets where people are spending, you know, in some cases, we know that competitors are charging 5 times what we're charging. So we keep ourselves really lean and try and pass those profits down to you. But in today's world, it's competitive enough that we've had to add some things into the program, and that's why we're raising those prices. So quick heads up, those prices are going up, but I'm going to teach you the fundamentals of it today and how to implement it in your marketplace. So if you want in, or you want to discuss the program, just email chris@connectionincorporated.com. You'll hear from Antoine or Ashley or Amber at the office. They'll get back with you. They'll schedule a time or answer your questions over the phone and let you know what's included in that. So step number 1, organic SEO and reputation management. You've got to get those reviews on the front page of Google. The second part of what's working now and what's really big at these conferences is building your brand and focusing on lead generation on Facebook. If you're not doing this right now, you are leaving money on the table. Facebook has gotten ridiculously smart at being able to target the right people. And the longer that you run your lead generation funnels, Facebook is actually watching who's filling out the forms on your website, who is reacting to your offers, right? And they build those people into these avatars and then target more of those people with your advertisements. So the longer that you run your ads, the more effective they become. And it's been phenomenal to watch that evolution happen over the last couple of years, but we just hit a shifting point or a tipping point in that social media advertising space. So Mark Zuckerberg came out with a huge announcement January the 11th, and this really kind of, you know, it shook the stock price and investors got all weird about it or whatever, but it was actually a really good, really amazing announcement. So he came out and said, you know, we're shifting our focus to make sure that time spent on Facebook is time well spent. And the main point that I'd like to focus on from that big announcement that he put out there is he said, as we roll these changes out, you'll see less public content like posts from businesses, brands, and media. And the public content that you see more will be held to the same standard. It should encourage meaningful interactions between people. And that's a really nice way of saying, hey, advertisers, stop being all adsy and salesy, right? And start to deliver value through your marketing messages. Start to engage on the platform. Don't just use it like a Google ad. Start to have conversations with people. Now, it seems like a pretty, brazen announcement to come out and step up and just basically say, hey, advertisers, we're not going to show ads or as many ads for businesses. So there's actually some really cool stuff that's happening behind the scenes that I believe, and this is just my opinion, but that's driving that announcement. So first, Facebook is running out of places to show ads. So they're actually experiencing this thing called ad load and ad load fatigue. So Facebook can only show so many ads to the users that they have on their user base, right? So, and we watched this happen on Google AdWords. As soon as Google got to the point where there was enough people using the search engine to generate all those searches, it started raising the advertising cost because there were more people that wanted to buy those ads than people they could show the ads to. Facebook is now at the same point. And I mean, that happened on AdWords 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, when we really started to see AdWords costs go up exponentially. So Facebook has come out and said they're at ad load. They've run out of places to show ads on Facebook. They've, acquired Instagram. They're running out of places to run ads on Instagram. They have Facebook Messenger. They're running out of space on Messenger, right? They're running out of all these places to show ads. And it is a very simple supply and demand equation. If you have limited supply of ads that you can show, the cost to run those ads on those networks are going to go up. So in 2017, the average cost of a cost per 1,000 impressions on Facebook increased 171% in 2017. And that number we are going to see go up again this year. Now, the great news is the average cost per click is still only $1, right? So it's still incredibly cost effective compared to the other sources that you have available. But now is the time. Today is the time to get in on Facebook ads, start building your custom audiences, start building your avatars, start building the data and running the ads inside your Facebook ad campaign and generating leads, building funnels, building databases, and building communities of people that are interested in buying and selling and interacting in the real estate market. Because as you build the community now, that's your asset in the future. And it's never, ever going to be as cheap as it is today to get involved in Facebook advertising and start to build that network, right? So let's recap and then get into the actual building and work, which I'm actually really looking forward to. So to recap, social advertisements have become so profitable that they're running out of them. There's so many people trying to advertise on Facebook right now. Facebook doesn't have enough ads, okay? New campaigns need to be less about advertising and more about value and community. One of the things that we just launched on our Done For You Facebook advertising program is we're starting to move our leads into groups on Facebook. So not only are we building you an email list of all these people that are interested in purchasing property in our local marketplace, but we're also building groups around that so that people can share listings, people can interact, and you own the community, right? Which is super cool. Now, running ads and keeping up with all the changes is getting even more difficult. So as Facebook gets more advanced with the ads platform, as they have more money to invest in it, it's going to change even faster. So right now we're seeing like a major platform change inside Ads Manager every month. And we're either seeing a new type of ad that we can put out there, or a new type of optimization, or a new type of targeting that totally changes the way that your ads run every month. So as a loan officer or a mortgage professional, I mean, we're also dealing with interest rates are going up, the market dynamics are changing, the real estate market, you've got all of this stuff on your plate. The last thing that you should be worrying about is Facebook ads. That's why we exist, right? So you should be outsourcing your ads and focusing on relationships and closing deals. Same thing for Google, same thing for Facebook. So if you're interested in more information about the Facebook program, or you're just like, okay, Chris, I get it, I got it, I want in, just send me an email, chris@connectionincorporated.com. We'll get you taken care of. Now, a quick aside, artificial intelligence is going to change our entire business. Now, this is a forecast. Again, this is 100% my opinion. This isn't based on, it's based on data, but it is 100% my opinion. So don't think that I'm not quoting anybody or putting anything out there, but the mortgage business as it is today is going to be completely different in 5 years from now. And the reason why is because of artificial intelligence. I was able to have some really nice conversations, and actually was able to have a meal with a guy who is at the forefront of the artificial advertising space in the I don't even know what to call it, like health sciences. So basically this guy's company sells a service that connects the brain scan machines to the doctors. Okay. Obviously I'm not doing a good job because it's an incredible business that they have, but I'm paraphrasing for time. And so what they have done is they have programmed artificial intelligence that can scan a brain scan exponentially faster and more efficiently and more accurately than a doctor can. So when somebody goes into a hospital and has an MRI, the MRI is fed into artificial intelligence, and then the artificial intelligence diagnoses the person, then sends that diagnosis to a doctor. The doctor then takes a look at the diagnosis, double checks it like they would normally, and says, yep, AI got it. And then they then prescribe that person to the next, whatever happens, right? So if artificial intelligence can go out and figure out how to scan a brain and identify all different kinds of analyses that doctors want to do, it is only a matter of time until you plug in somebody's personal data, hook it up to Experian, hook it up to all the different credit reporting agencies, and it spits out a number that that person then gets qualified for. And please don't get me wrong, I'm not discounting our business. Mortgage lenders will never go away. Mortgage brokers are never going to go away. But the person who comes into your office that's a job letter and a pay stub and just gets qualified right across the desk, that easy deal is going to be gone, because there are large, like massive financial institutions that are going to use artificial intelligence to just make a balance sheet equation and approve people online and offer a discount for the speed of service, right? That is going to come into our business. Now, check this out, and I will, I'll forecast a little bit here, but again, this is just my opinion. Amazon very quietly revealed a test that they're possibly expanding into the real estate market. So they created this little tool that was called the Hire a Realtor webpage, where essentially it was like a service offering, for lack of a better phrase, that they put out with. And on Facebook, I'm starting to see comments of people that are being signed into NDAs with Amazon, and they're going out and doing appointments and having appointments with Amazon about the lending business. So if Amazon's looking at it, we've seen Google try and figure it out. Zillow's taken a couple of stabs at it. Once these large companies come together with, systems and process dudes like me, and then they tie artificial intelligence into that, lending is going to change. And that is going to be a fantastic opportunity for us, right? Those applications that go into that engine that don't fit, that the computer can't figure out, that don't meet within the guidelines, that are outside of that, job letter pay stub, the alternative lending space, I believe, is going to explode with us, the people that need to actually meet those people, hear the story, get the job done, right? That's going to be us in the future, but it's going to be a harder business to be in. It's not going to be as easy to process alone. And that's just my forecast. So I don't know. I would love to know your thoughts on what that looks like, and how you feel about that, because it really is an interesting topic, and I'd love to get a conversation going on Facebook, because I truly believe that it's going to change the way that we do business, and I'm looking forward to helping y'all implement some of that stuff in your business when the time is right. So now let's get to work and talk about implementation. So you're about to learn how to rank your website locally and how to generate real estate and mortgage deals from social advertisements. So first, we're going to go through ranking and reputation management, and there's basically 4 parts to this. So these are the 4 things that you need in order to rank your website locally. So those examples that I showed you on the front page of Google, there's really 4 things that are happening there. One is website structure. This is also known as technical on-page SEO. And what that means is that you structure your website properly so that when Google gets a search from somebody who types in mortgage lender, right? Google goes out and says, who is the most reputable mortgage lender in this local marketplace? Your website structure is like your elevator pitch to Google that says, hey, yes, I'm a mortgage lender. Yes, I am an expert in the local marketplace. And here's all of the information that you need to display to that person that's searching, right? If you think about it, from a computer standpoint, it makes sense. You've got to have a blueprint that Google can read that shows, yes, this website is the expert in the local marketplace. Now, inside that web structure, you've got to have content. And the quality of your content actually matters. You've got to have articles that are at least 800 to 1,000 words, and they have to line up with the specific content on the site. So you need content produced at least once a month on your site, and it needs to be high quality so that when Google shows it to people, they actually read it, right? So Google is watching how long people stay on your site, and if they just go to your website and bounce right off, they're going to say, oh, that person didn't have a good user experience. They want to actually answer the questions that people are asking on Google. So your content has to be good. Now, the third thing is called a backlink. And I get a lot of questions about this. And it's actually very simple. So if you get another website out there, like a local business directory or a local realtor, and they place a link on their website that says, if you're looking for funding information or to get qualified for a mortgage, click here. And when that person clicks on that link, they go back to your site. That is known as a backlink. And those are essentially votes on the internet. The more votes that your website has in a local marketplace, the higher you will rank in your local marketplace. So building those backlinks on sites like local business directories, industry publications, your referral partners that you have out there, your realtors, your financial planners, they should all be putting links on their site that links back to yours. And we have email templates, our account managers, we literally have one person that's dedicated just to outreach, to build links for our clients. Manual, very good, very high quality link building, right? And then reviews. Now, the reviews don't necessarily move you in the rankings, but what it does is it makes people call you when they see you on the front page. So we all know when you Google something and you're looking to look at a local business, let's say a restaurant or something like that, you read the ones that have the most reviews first. The mortgage industry is no different. You want to be the mortgage lender that has the most amount of ratings, reviews, and testimonials on their profile. So let me take you through a live demo of those 4 things. And if you could help me out and just type into the chat, let's take a marketplace. Oh, sweet. Michael, thank you for the kind words. Great stuff. Nice feedback. That's awesome. So thank you. So where's everybody from? Considering that this was a last minute second event from the event that happened yesterday, we got a lot of people here. This is great. Hi, everybody. Okay, so Mike, hey buddy, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. And we won't use your marketplace because like we said, we don't want too many people in Texas in your market. So let's take a look. Sean says Denver, Colorado. So let's take a look at Denver, Colorado and take a look here. So remember, there's 4 parts, right? Our website structure, our content, our backlinks, and our reviews. So in Denver, and I apologize, a little sip of coffee there, we are going to use this new tool. Hold on here. To kind of skip over your content. Now, this website is called answerthepublic.com. It's a free tool. Just go to answerthepublic.com, and then you're going to do a search up here. So click on new search, and it's got this weird looking dude who is going to tell you all of the keywords that are related to your main offer. So let's type in Denver mortgage lender and see if we get enough data on this, okay? So we're going to do a search. Now, what is happening here is this service is going out, looking at the phrase Denver mortgage lender, looking at the amount of searches that are happening on that search phrase, and then pulling in the related search phrases that go along with it. Now, Denver is a little bit too specific. So what we're going to do is go back and just use the phrase mortgage lender just to show you what this looks like. So let's just do mortgage lender, because it doesn't matter really what local marketplace you're in. This should be your keyword plan for your website when you're getting started. And this is great. So we've got Nick from Milwaukee, Kenny from Ventura. Hey, Kenny, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Right on, Trevor. Okay, this is great. So what this tool does, now check this out. If you're ever sitting down and you're wondering, what should I write about on my mortgage business? This is it. These are pulled directly from searches that are actively happening on Google. And this gives you more than enough content. Also, we've used this strategy on a national level for large national companies to do nationwide SEO. And this essentially became our content plan for all of the articles that we wrote for that specific business. So if you look at mortgage lender and we look at which, so let's say which mortgage lender to use. So you would write content based on these topics right here. So which mortgage lender to use, which mortgage lender should I use, which mortgage lender is the best, which mortgage lender gives the most, and then you could write service, anything on the end of those, right? And Doesn't matter which mortgage lender. What a great YouTube video to shoot and then put as a blog on your website. Doesn't matter which mortgage lender you use, right? Rank that on the front page of Google when somebody's searching for mortgage lender. So head on out and go to answerthepublic.com and use this to very quickly pick one topic per subcategory. So pick a which, who, what, when, why, how, and those become the topics for your website, right? Then when we go down, you can see mortgage lender near me, mortgage banks near me, and you can see what people are searching when they go into the search engine. So that saves you a ton of time when you're actually going out and building out your website. Now, I'm also going to give you kind of an advanced strategy that you're not going to get through this tool. You only kind of get this by watching Google Analytics from the different mortgage websites. But people are also searching for product specific search phrases, and Google has a category called mortgage lender. So when we go and do a search for, hold on here. So I'm just going to do a Google search here for Denver mortgage lender so that you can see what the actual search page looks like, right? You can see that there's a category. So this map here has different lenders in the category, but they're all under the category mortgage lender. Well, that category of mortgage lender has all these different subcategories underneath it. And when you write content based on those subcategories, you will rank faster in all of the different categories that are out there. So underneath mortgage lender, there's mortgage broker, there is mortgage agent, there's mortgage just as a general keyword. Then there's 15-year mortgage, 30-year mortgage, and mortgage company, okay? Those are kind of the main phrases that you need to be writing content for on your website in order to influence this map ranking in the local marketplace. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Yep, all good, amazing. Okay, good. All right, so that's making sense. All right, so that's kind of like your website structure. And let me show you, we're just gonna pop into this Hunter Lending. Actually, we'll scroll down so that we don't have somebody that's obviously investing in this. So we're gonna pull this website right here, and I'm gonna show you what not to do. And again, this is just completely random. You know, we're not endorsing anybody or anything like that, right? But all I'm gonna do is just click on this website and click on View Page Source. So this right here is the title tag of your website. And this should have the area name, so Denver, and then mortgage lender, because this is essentially your introduction on your content to Google. So call it your elevator pitch. When Google comes to you and says, okay, is this person reputable in the mortgage industry in this local marketplace? This is the response that they're getting. So obviously, if somebody searches for this person's name, they're going to find this website, but there's very little traffic for that, right? The brand name, also great to have in there, but not going to generate a ton of online searches. What you want is the area name and mortgage lender so that Google puts you in the right category so that you can get the right traffic. And again, this has nothing to do with graphics design. It's 100% to do with your website structure and the content that you're putting out there. Now, the other thing that you're going to look at is backlinks, and we've already kind of covered that, so we won't beat that to death. But I do want to show you this cool tool that you can use. It's www.ahrefs.com. And you can start a 7-day trial for $7 and essentially reverse engineer your entire marketplace to map out your ranking plan. So all you do is log into Ahrefs and then take your competitor's website, click on the search button, and up here at the top, it's going to show you how many backlinks that website has and how many referring domains that it has. And all you do is you take that number and you click on it. Now, don't go to the person at the bottom of the list, right? Go to the person at the top of the list, the person that you're trying to outrank. Click on that number and it will show you all of the different websites that have linked to their website. And all you do is you go up and duplicate those links And then it's pretty simple in the grand scheme of things. Once you have more links and better quality links than your competitor, you rank higher than they do on the search engines, right? So structure your site properly, make sure that you've got good content, and then reverse engineer your competitors' backlinks, and then build ratings, reviews, and testimonials. We're not going to talk about testimonials on today's webinar. We've done some phenomenal content in the past. If you'd like us to send you one of those webinars, just email Chris at Connection Incorporated, and we'll send you a webinar that's specific to how to generate ratings, reviews, and testimonials on your business page. So that's our live demo on ranking your website. Is there any questions about that topic? Sean Young says, any chance this will be available on replay? A client just walked in. I'm more than happy to pay for the replay. Sean, don't worry, brother. I got you. No need to pay for the recording. Hey, brother. Come on in. I apologize, everybody. A little bit of my buddy Greg just came in from Toronto to California. He's joining us here in the background for the webinar here. Now, back to it, the always open house. So we are shifting now from Google to Facebook. And this campaign that I'm about to walk you through is generating real estate leads on Facebook that are converting. Our latest numbers from the client that I'm going to show you here is 4%. So 4% of the leads that are coming through this funnel are going to pre-approval. So that's somebody that they've been able to actually qualify and then send out to a real estate partner, so that that real estate partner can then start showing them houses. Now, remember, that's the person starting at the beginning of the buying cycle. So they could be 6 months out, they could be 9 months out, they could be a year out, or they could be ready to go right now. It's just a matter of where that person is in the funnel. Now, we're also generating these leads at less than $5 a piece. So I absolutely love this funnel because you get to double dip. You get real estate leads that you get to convert into a pre-approval, and you also get real estate leads that you can use to set up a new relationship with a realtor who will send you their referrals, which is the highest quality lead that you can get, short of a past customer coming back to you, right? So let me walk you through, and this is all built on the Facebook Ads Manager. If you haven't been through Ads Manager, again, just go to our Facebook business page, and we'll walk you through that in one of the videos there on the Facebook business page. So this is the targeting that we're using on Facebook. Basically, we're excluding real estate agents, brokers, or loan officers. That just means that your competition isn't going to see the ad. Then we're advertising to people who are interested in real estate, realtor.com. They're a homeowner, first-time homeowner, for sale by owner, real estate investing. You've got it. And then feel free to take screenshots of this stuff. I'm literally giving you this campaign so that you can go out and launch it. So we're targeting those people, and then we're showing them an ad that looks very similar to this. So this particular campaign is Guelph Real Estate Watch is the business page that we're running it under, but you can run this under your mortgage page. There's all kinds of different ways that you can run this. So the copy says, attention, Guelph and surrounding areas. So it's specific to the local marketplace. Don't waste time driving around or searching websites for hours. I've compiled a list of all the open houses and price reduced homes to be sent out weekly, completely free for anybody in our area. Click learn more below, and I'll send you an updated list every week. They click on learn more, and that learn more button pops up a landing page on Facebook. So these are what are called lead ads. So we're not driving people to a landing page. What we're doing is we're building an opt-in form inside Facebook. It is a Facebook tool, right? And the reason why these are so exceptional is because Facebook pre-fills the leads information into the form. So all they have to do is click submit. So they don't have to sit there with their phone, because over 75% of the leads are coming in on mobile. They don't have to type anything in. They just click the button and they opt in. Now, the other really cool thing about this ad copy, if you look at it, is it says to be sent out weekly, completely free for anybody in our area. Click learn more below, and I'll send you an updated list every week, right? Now, that builds a list. And it also builds congruency with that list where they want to hear from us once a week. Can you imagine, or have you run a funnel in the past where people are actually looking forward to hearing from you? It's pretty rare, right? So what we're doing is we're putting our best foot forward. An open house lead is typically very good quality because they're at the end of the buying cycle, right? If they're ready to go start shopping for open houses, they're actually serious about buying real estate. And they're very close to the end of the buying cycle, like we went through at the beginning of the webinar, where they will actually convert and become a mortgage lead. So every week we build that list through advertising. It gets bigger and bigger, and every week we send this email. And it says, your list of weekly open houses and price reduced listings is ready. Click here. And then we send them a link, right? Have you been pre-approved for financing? It's a very important step before finding the right home. It allows you to move quickly when you find the right house, and it gives you the confidence that you're shopping in the right price range. And what are we doing here? We're pitching the pre-approval, and every week we pitch it to a larger and larger audience. And the other great thing about this is that a lead that you generate today might not be ready for 7 months, but in 7 months, you're still in front of them, and they're pre-programmed that when they are ready to get going, what's the first step? Pre-qualification through your company, right? So call, phone, and that's your phone number, or click here to get pre-approved in as little as 15 minutes. That link is taking them to your website where they can book a consultation. And then what we do is we minimize the sales resistance by saying, note, a pre-qualification is no obligation. You can cancel at any time. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. And then the signature. So basically, we're building this list every week. And then obviously you're calling these leads. We've got another system out there that helps you to text message the leads and then do voicemail drops on them so that you're converting them up front as many as possible, but then putting them into that list and nurturing them over time. Now, that particular advertising campaign that you saw was generating leads at $2.42 per lead. Not an anomaly like a lot of these other ones that you'll see where they've got $50 in an ad account. So this one has $2,306.43 spent on it. We've done 952 leads through that program. So almost 1,000 people in that database for a total spend of $2,306. And at converting 4% of those people to pre-approvals, you can do the math on that, right? So that's basically how that campaign is working out. Now, this is my favorite part of the system, because if you look at the compounding effect, which is really hard to see when you're in the weeds of running the campaign in the first like 30 and 60 days, you're thinking, oh, hey, I'm putting money into ads. I'm only talking to 10% of these people. 90% of the people are long-term leads. But what you don't realize is that you're building this database over and over. So by the time you've been in the program, if you're spending just $15 a day on ads and you're generating leads at, let's say, $5 per lead, you get a database of over 1,000 people in that list. And after a year, let's say, just for example's sake, one or two of the realtors that you've been working these leads with, they decide to get out of the business, or whatever happens. Those relationships can be transient sometimes, right? Well, you now have a database of 1,000 people that are interested in buying and selling real estate that you can leverage as a tool to go out and set up new referral relationships, where you've got something that nobody else in the marketplace has. When you're sitting down and talking about why they should be using you as a mortgage lender, you've got a database of hot leads that you can plug them into right away. Again, you can send an email promoting their business. You can put them into the Facebook group where we're pointing these people to join that community. It really is this asset that makes you entirely unique in the mortgage business. So that's campaign number one, real estate leads to generate real estate partners and referrals and new deals that are closing. Now I'm going to show you loan getting strategy number two on Facebook. And this is direct mortgage leads. These are high quality leads that are in market. The main source of deals that's coming from this campaign is actually closing the leads. So people that are coming through this mortgage-based funnel. And then the secondary source of deals is the pre-approvals that you get that you then send out to the realtors. This is how we're targeting the people on Facebook. And again, these are more based around mortgage loans. So these are people that are interested in mortgage loans or personal finance mortgage loans, right? So we know that they're actually visiting mortgage websites and then they meet at least one of these other criteria. They're looking at real estate, condos, luxury real estate property investments. So they have to be interested in mortgages and real estate in order to see our ads on Facebook. Then we're showing them an ad like this. And this is an actual screenshot of the most successful ad out of this campaign. It says, every mortgage shopper should have an up-to-date mortgage calculator, a financial affordability worksheet, and the most current interest rates. Get all three along with the top tips to getting the right mortgage in our brand new mortgage buying toolkit. When they click on the Learn More button down there at the bottom, it takes them to a landing page, lead generation page. There's all kinds of people that call it different things. This is a page that is designed to get people to give you their name, their email address, and their phone number so that you can follow up with them, right? They download the guide, and then the guide pre-sells your services, and again, builds value by giving them a rate calculator, giving them a financial affordability worksheet, which is just an Excel spreadsheet. Don't think that it's anything crazy, right? We all have them sitting on our computers anyway. We're just giving them away to build value. And then the up-to-date rate information is a call with you because we can't publish the rates, right? So they have to get on a consultation, book a call with you, and actually go through the process. And that's your opportunity to move them into a pre-approval. So this particular campaign, we've got $3,903 spent. We've generated 280 leads at $13.94 per lead. We are ever so close to cracking $12 a lead in that campaign this month. So our optimization is doing really well there, and we're driving that cost down. But this is, out of that particular campaign, what you can expect. And as you can see, this is why optimization is so important. We've got some ads that are generating leads at $28 a piece, but we've got some ads that are at $12.89 a lead or $10.19 a lead, right? It's about scaling these winning campaigns and turning off the ones that don't work, which is why optimization of your accounts is so important, right? So that is the second campaign that I definitely recommend that you're using inside Facebook, going direct to market just for people that are interested in mortgages. The key to growth, you got to call these leads. Call them back in the first 10 to 15 minutes or buy a system that automates that process for you. Doesn't really matter what it is. A lot of the CRMs out there will do that for you. And then put them into that long-term drip sequence. Automate that loan getting follow-up, right? Now, I want to show you something super advanced, and we're going to go through this really quick. But I did, this webinar is called The Future of Mortgage Marketing. So I couldn't very well leave out the future part of what we're working on. We're actually engaging real-time conversations with people using these things called bots. And Facebook bots are essentially, you write out all of the different scenarios for how a loan conversation could go about approving somebody through the process, and write out all the responses that you would normally just say back to a person, and then program them into the bot so that the bot does the conversation instead of you, right? The tool that we're using and that I'm demoing here is manychat.com. I think it's $10 a month to set this up on your business page. So our ad copy goes like this. It says, use our brand new mortgage bot to quickly and easily get access to the right mortgage. Just answer a few quick questions over Messenger. When that person clicks on send message, it sends an instant message through Facebook Messenger to the business page, and then the business page responds back. And this is the current workflow that we have inside this sequence that we've launched for our customers. And basically the first message says, hey, I'm the Shop Your Money mortgage bot. What are you looking to do? Are you looking to buy a house, refinance, or I've got an offer to renew my mortgage? Based on whatever they click there, it says, okay, great, this process could take 5 minutes. Do you have time right now? Or would you rather speak to somebody? And it drives them either direct to a phone call or through the automation process. And then we take them through the process of, okay, how much is the loan going to be? What's your outstanding amount? What's your credit score? And we guide them through that artificial intelligence process. This is not true AI, but this is a process of eliminating all of the bad leads out front. So at the end, you're just talking to the people that actually qualify, that actually fit within the guidelines, and it's 100% automated. If you want to test that out, go to chatbotmortgageleads.com, click the button, hook it up to Messenger, and you'll literally see the experience that those leads go through. So it'll take you to this landing page that says looking for mortgage clients from Facebook Live Chat. You're in the right place, and just click that blue button. Now, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, holy cow, That's a lot of stuff. I hear you. And if you're interested in the SEO program, just email us, chris@connectionincorporated.com. If you want to get going on this Facebook stuff right away, which is definitely my recommendation, and have us build all of this for you. So we'll build the real estate campaign for you. We'll build the mortgage getting campaign for you, and you'll get access to this chatbot. You can get everything by going to loansonfb.com right now. And we'll literally take you through a 45-minute survey with our intake team, get everything that we need in order to build this campaign for you. 14 days later, a 100% done for you mortgage getting engine on Facebook is produced, and then we manage it for you every month. So here's what's included. You get 3 campaigns. One is the real estate, one is the mortgage, and one is the chatbot. Custom campaign targeting in your local marketplace. We set up all the ads. We do all the creatives. We do all the imaging. We write all the copy. You get all of the proven copy that we have. We do full retargeting setup. So there's this thing in your Facebook account called a Facebook Pixel. We install it in your website and create custom audiences. We show ads to your past customers to generate referrals. And all of the people that click on your ads but that don't convert, they go into a separate campaign to help them to convert. And that's a large part of what we're doing to lower our costs so that you get a better quality lead at a lower cost. You get a dedicated account manager. You can call the office, call the 1-800 line, talk to your account manager. And this isn't an information program, so you have to go through like 8 weeks of training and then you log into Facebook and it looks different than what was in the training system, right? Or Facebook, makes a massive network change and says, hey, we want you to start building communities instead of building whatever it is that you were taught before that. None of that. It's just 100% done for you. You sit back, you just work the leads and do what you're good at, which is funding loans, right? And then we're optimizing the campaigns for you every month and sending you a report on here's your cost per lead, here's how many leads you got, and helping you walk through the flow of actually converting those leads. So go to loansonfb.com. Our regular price for this is $1,500 for setup and $750 per month. We've got a discount today and yesterday for the people that were on yesterday's event. And we're dropping that down to $997 for the setup and then $500 a month for management, right? Your budget on the monthly, we're recommending a minimum budget of $500 a month, right? So $500 goes to Facebook for the advertisements, and then $500 comes to us for management of that campaign and driving your cost per lead down. So if you think about your time that you would spend on managing a Facebook advertising account, it's quite literally, pennies on the dollar to have somebody that actually knows what they're doing optimize this stuff for you. So today you're saving $503 off the regular campaign that you would pay if you were talking to one of our salespeople, and then you're saving $250 a month. So if you combine all that, your savings are $3,253 over a year. And I would like to see you take that money and put it into advertising, generate more leads, generate more contacts, generate more referrals, generate more business. So go ahead, go to loansonfb.com. So open up a new tab on your browser right now. Type in loansonfb.com, and that's plural, LOANS on fb.com. And you'll see an order page with the discount already placed on it. So you'll see $997 and input your information, input your credit card information, click submit, and you'll immediately get a receipt delivered to your email inbox. And in about 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how many people go through the process, you'll get a call from Ashley at our office, welcoming you to the program and finding a time that works for you for the intake process so that we can get started on building all this for you. So today's price, $997 to get set up, which covers your first month. And then it's just $500 a month after that for management. Now, I've got to go through and tell you that this is not right for everybody. So this is not for you if you need closings today. Absolutely, this takes time. At the very beginning of the webinar, we talked about that buyer cycle. It's going to take at least 90 days for you to start funding or having people in the pipeline that are going to fund for you. The referrals that you get from the realtors, those are going to close a little bit quicker, but still, you've got to have the budget, you've got to have the maturity in the business to be able to sustain 3 months on the program before you start funding loans. So if you have a balance sheet, if you're a branch manager, you've got an investment budget for the year, this is perfect for you. If you're like I have $1,000 and I need to turn it into a loan, this is not for you. I I can't recommend in the amount of time that we have right now what you should be doing, but this is not for you. So I wish you all the best and much love, but this is not right for you, right? If you can't follow up on new leads fast, and you don't have at least an idea of what type of CRM that you'd like to use, this is not for you. You got to call these people back right away, or have a real estate partner that is hungry that will work the leads for you. If you can't handle an influx of new customers, if your processing is at the point where you just can't handle more loans through the pipeline, you've got to work on operations first before you bolt this more marketing in front of it. Again, like I said, if you don't have an advertising budget, I can't really help. Need that budget, at least $500 a month, to be able to do my job for you. Now, if you've gone through all that and you think, okay, I'm good, I want this, then this is who this is for. Excuse me for the noise in the background. If you've tried advertising on Facebook in the past and it didn't work, this is perfect for you, because we've got campaign templates that are already working that we can just basically bolt you into. If you're already spending $500 a month or more on Facebook ads, this is perfect for you. Oftentimes, if we go into a company that's spending more than $1,000 a month, within the first 60 days, we've optimized the campaign to the point where we're saving $500 a month on the campaign spend. So technically we're free. They're getting, they're getting the same amount of leads, but don't have to do any of the work, and the budget stays the same. So if that's you, this is perfect for you. If you bought training in the past on how to do Facebook ads, or how to do any online marketing and not implemented it, this is for you. Let's face it. We want you to be so busy in your business that you're not worried about the training. You're not worried about the implementation. You're worried about the customers. That's the most important part. And if you want to be able to confidently invest in ads and know that everything is being managed properly and that you're getting leads using the using the latest systems, then this is for you. And if you know you can get more referrals and deals from realtors, then this is a perfect fit for you. So go to loansonfb.com to get started today. Now, I've got a couple of bonuses for you. We're going to go through these real quick because we're 2 minutes over time. I appreciate your patience, and I really do hope that you enjoyed the event thus far. And oh, that's so cool. There are active people going through the mortgage bot right now. What's up, Kevin? I hope you're enjoying your experience inside that mortgage bot. So anyways, bonus number one, we've got a private Facebook group set up for everybody that's going through the program. And we've added some other trainers and some other information in there so that you're just up to date on what's happening. It's a place for us to have conversations, talk about what's new, what's happening in the business, what's happening with your accounts, that kind of stuff. Now, again, that is a place where I don't want you plugged in there all the time, but you have access to it so that you can keep in touch with basically what's going on with Facebook ads. So when you see us doing stuff in your account manager calls you or emails you and says, hey, here's what we're up to, and you've got a rough idea of why we're making those changes, right? Then we set up MailChimp for you. So if you don't have a CRM and you need that funnel where we email the leads once a week for you, we set all that up. We pre-build the emails for you. We set up the link that you need in order to get that all done. We set everything up for you. You're also getting a 30-minute quick start session. And that quick start session is there to help you, A, get your account set up properly, but B, to walk you through the process of how to follow up on these leads, how to structure your business around this new lead generation system so that you're getting realtor referral partners and you're actually getting a result from the leads. We give you lead follow-up training and a free report template and training on how to set it up. So if you're going to run the free report campaign that I walked you through, we actually give you an outline. So it's kind of like fill in the blanks of what you need in order to get your free report up and running. And typically speaking, it takes an hour, maybe an hour and a half if you're really detail oriented to get that free report created so that we can start generating leads for you. There's no contract to sign. We believe that we earn your business every month. Once you've been on the program for 60 to 90 days, it's pretty easy to look at it and calculate it from a balance sheet perspective. Money in, money out, you're producing a great ROI. There's no reason for you to cancel the program, so we don't need to hold you to a contract. So no contract signed. If you're not 100% satisfied, you can cancel at any time, and you keep all of the campaigns inside your Facebook advertising account, and you get to keep the bonuses. So yeah, that's it. So head on over to loansonfb.com and start closing loans from Facebook. The time for overwhelm is over. It's time to take action today, and let's get started. So that's all I've got for you today. Let's hop into the Q&A, which is my favorite part, and get going here. So yes, Sean, absolutely, there will be a recording, and yes, we will send it out to you. Absolutely. Our next question is from Michael. So Michael says, Chris, can you show me the campaign targeting for the mortgage campaign? So yes, I can. Hold on, just give me 1 second here. Head on back to the mortgage campaign. And here's our targeting here. So I'll blow this up for you. So mortgage leads, we've got, so they have to be interested in business and industry, personal finance, mortgage loans. So that's the first category that you set up. So they have to be interested in getting a mortgage loan. And then when you're setting up your targeting inside Facebook, you can do like an and or statement kind of. So you choose they're interested in mortgage loans and then you fill in the rest of all these categories. So they also have to be interested in condominiums, homes and garden, home decoration and design, home design, house, which seems like a weird category, but houses, obviously, luxury real estate, property investment, real property, or renovations. And then obviously real estate as an overall category for you. Awesome. So Kenny, most excellent, as I have always come to expect from you. I owe Ashley a call, which I'll follow up with her today. You're the bomb. You are the bomb as well, Kenny. Thank you so much. Listen, man, I know how busy you are, so it's great to see you taking time out to work on your business, not in the business. So thanks for attending the training. It's great to have you here. All right, so next question. So David is asking, what is your conversion rate on your mortgage-free report campaign to funded loan? So that's a really good question. So our numbers are a little bit difficult to get back from our clients. They typically ballpark it. They don't know it right down to the number unless we're calling and repeatedly hassling them every month for those numbers. But on the mortgage lead campaign, the conversion rate is a little bit higher than what we're seeing on the real estate campaign. So on the feedback that we're getting, it's about 5 to 6% of the leads that are coming through the funnel are funding. So that's, if you think about it like this, if you're getting 100 leads a month, you're getting 94 no's, right? Which seems devastating in some respects. But when you're automating the follow-up, or you actually have the bandwidth to have somebody in your office help follow up with those people, or you're just putting them into a CRM follow-up system and just talking to the people that call you back, and you're able to get away from how much work is involved in following up on the leads and just look at it from a balance sheet perspective, if that's your type of business and you have the bandwidth, that type of system is perfect for you. If you're not if you're a one-man shop, I don't know that that's the campaign that I would recommend for you. I would recommend the real estate campaign so that you're getting the real estate referrals. Those are going to be the most profitable leads through the whole thing. The mortgage campaign is for somebody that has a little bit of bandwidth in the business that can automate those systems and just at the end of the month say, okay, I put $1,500 into advertising. I had 100 people to talk to, and I'm going to fund 5 loans. It's pretty simple. Yeah, I put $1,500 into the system. I paid Chris and his people $500 to management. My total investment is $2,000. I make $2,500 on a loan. So if I close one loan, I've got a positive ROI. But hold on, let's do the math here. So if you're making an average of $2,500 a loan, you times that by 5. So your initial investment of $2,000 turns into $12,500 minus your initial investment of $2,000. You'd be ROI positive $10,500. Now, keep in mind, it's going to take you 6 to 9 months to achieve that return on investment because those deals are going to come in over time. They don't all close in the first 30 days, but that's a typical calculation. Now, your business is going to be different than that, right? There's no income claims here, but you've just got to be able to look at those numbers and say, okay, here's how much I make per loan at $15 a lead and 100 leads. Here's how many I'm going to close, and just do the math and then sit down and say, okay, is that worth my time? Am I willing to invest that much time and effort into this system in order to get that return? It's not right for everybody, and that's totally okay. That's okay. But for the people that it is right for, it's a beautiful system, and the people that we have on it are loving it. So hopefully that helps as well. Sharon, yes, absolutely. We'll have the team reach out. We're looking forward to working with you, and thank you very much for being on the event here today. So hold on here. Polls and chat, and it looks like we are all good. Awesome. So for those of you, again, thank you so much for your patience. If you were one of the ones that was registered for the event yesterday and you couldn't get in, I really appreciate your patience and showing up here again today. It's fantastic to have you here. For those of you that have invested in the program today, welcome. You're going to be getting an email receipt from us. Well, you'll already have it, and Ashley from our office will be reaching out to you shortly to get you set up on that intake call. So with that, I'll leave you with the link, loansonfb.com. If you have any questions, just Google Connection Incorporated. Give our 1-800 number a call, and we're happy to answer any questions that you have. And I'm looking forward to working with you. And thanks again for attending. Hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll see you soon. Now hold on here. Awesome. All right. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye-bye.